My name is Amy, and I'm a 34-year-old art conservator. I live on an island called Garrick's 8, which is located in southwest London in the middle of the River Thames. The island is home to 22 houses and is named after the 18th century actor David Garrick. 8 years ago, I made an impulsive decision to move to the island after being priced out of the rental market in nearby Kingston upon Thames. The reason this was such a crazy decision is because the island has no land access and can only be reached by boat. I live with my 2 cats, Rambo and Anakin, as well as my dog Lemon. You may think that island life is all sunsets, kayaking and cocktails, but the realities of dealing with Mother Nature, temperamental boat engines and the local wildlife always keeps you on your toes. Join me on this adventure as I renovate my house and garden, learn more than I ever thought there was to know about boating life on the Thames, and jump feet first into all the new experiences coming my way. Welcome to my island life. So a few episodes back I explained how Garrick's 8 came to be as an island, and what I want to explore a bit more today is how the island is actually secured so that it doesn't erode away. To make an island, you need to secure an area and then fill it with layers of riverbed and topsoil alternately. Camp shedding is the facing of piles and boards along a bank to protect it from the action of the river. This method is also known as sheet piling. Sheet piles are narrow sheets of material, usually designed with interlocking edges so that multiple sheet piles can be fitted together to form a structurally sound and watertight wall or barrier. They are usually made of steel, but wood can also be used, as can precast reinforced concrete and even certain types of plastic. Steel sheet piles are often manufactured using recycled metals and sprayed with an anti-corrosive coating. They are the most commonly used type as they are very versatile and can be welded or bolted together to provide a greater length or depth if required. Hi everyone! So it's a Saturday, I'm actually at home, the sun is out, and of course I am full of cold and feel awful, but I can't just sit around inside when it's such a nice day and I've been waiting for so long to get out and do stuff. So we're going to start by trying to finish painting the shed, and then if I still have any energy left at all, then I'm going to have a look at planning out the digging in the garden of the patio, laying out my base, and just trying to look at how much more and where I need to dig and levels and all that. So let's see how it goes. The reason the shed is currently only half painted is because I bought it at the end of last summer, and by the time I got round to painting it, all the warm, dry weather had disappeared. As you can see, I attempted to continue painting it when the weather was damp, and the paint never dried as vibrant a colour as it did when I painted it in the sunshine. That, or I didn't stir the paint well enough before using it. Either way, I gave up and decided to complete the job properly in the spring, which brings us to where we are today. Wow, it's amazing how a bit of paint can make something look so good. It's such a beautiful colour. The only problem I have with it is that with the entire shed the same colour, it looks rather like a big blue blob. Oh, and clearly I need to finish painting the last side. Okay, I couldn't proceed any further without adding some kind of an accent colour to break up all of that same tone of blue. So I had some leftover fence paint, which is a lighter colour blue, and I thought it would look nice along the trim. So I thought I would give it a go, and if it didn't look good, I could always try it with white. Oh, that looks so much better. I love it. Okay, time to finish the last side. lived in Canada, I was used to all the doors and windows having bug screens on them to keep the creepy crawlies out of the house. This is apparently not a thing in the UK, which seems short-sighted as there are definitely a lot of creepy crawlies by the river. I scoured the internet and found a mesh curtain that you can attach to your door frame using Velcro and that has a magnetic join in the middle. In the winter, I can take the screen down and store it away and rehang it again in the spring. This really is a game changer as it means I can keep my patio doors open all the time. Welcome to my teeny tiny kitchen. One of my favourite things to do is to bake, and I seem to have become the unofficial island birthday cake maker. Which is completely insane as one of the island residents was actually a patisserie chef at the Savoy Hotel. I can only aspire to being able to make as delicious desserts as he can. Luckily, him and his wife are always willing to teach me new skills and help me problem solve. April is a busy month for birthdays, and this request was for a chocolate cake that could feed 15 tiny humans and be decorated in a football theme. Ooh, very happy with how those have come out. Now on to decorating. Let's make this cake look like a football pitch. Well, I have to say, this really exceeded my expectations. I think it might be one of the best cakes I've done to date. And by all accounts, it also tasted delicious. Another amazing plus of living on Garrick's 8 is that it's right on the doorstep of Hampton Court Palace. It's probably most famous for being the home of King Henry VIII and is a registered charity and open to the public. It will always hold a really special place in my heart as I was lucky enough to be an intern at the palace when I was starting my career as an art conservator. So I've come for a little dog walk this morning outside Hampton Court Palace. It's the Tulip Festival and it's just so beautiful. So I just thought I'd come for a really quick look around the front. Hopefully I'll leave Lemon at home at one point and I will come back and go inside and see all the amazing flowers inside the garden. Before we left, we did an impromptu photo shoot in front of the palace. Clearly, as a queen, Lemon feels very comfortable in royal circles. So, some very good progress being made today. As you can see, I have finished doing the first pass excavation. So you can see behind me where the patio is going to be. And then I've left the kind of strip of grass right here. That's going to be a bed, so it's going to have wood around it as well as along the fence line. And then all of this behind me will be patio. So I've done the first pass, got the top layer off. Now it's all about cleaning up the sides and leveling it all out. So as you can see, I've had a bit of a lucky break because as I've been excavating the ground, the earth out, I've found that there's two layers of sleepers, which means that I don't have to worry about earth coming from under, where I thought at one point there wasn't anything underneath it. So the next part of the job is to level out everything that I've dug. And as you can see, I've bought these plastic patio base trays. That's going to help me just create a more stable base so I don't have to do multiple layers of hardcore and flattening down, which would involve trying to bring over machinery, which would be quite hard. So yes, I need to try and get these level, and then I will figure out how many of these plastic trays that I need, and then I can order the gravel. Thank you, Anakin, for your cameo. A few episodes ago, I told you how some intrepid islanders adopted and rescued a gosling called Ryan Gosling, and they very kindly sent me over some video they'd made of him before he was released back into the wild. So enjoy the life of Ryan. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I just wanted to thank everyone for sharing and liking and subscribing. It's been really great to hear that everyone enjoys watching these videos. Let's continue to share them, and please subscribe, get your friends to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps me get more views. See you guys next week.